everyone. So, I was intending to do a reading about what blessings we can look forward to in February, like around in the next 1 month. That was what I intended. But I was picking up on some pretty weird energy lately, the last few days, especially since Wednesday. Since Wednesday it was quite weird. Like Monday, Tuesday we were okay, but after that the energy was kind of pretty weird and toxic even. But I didn't want to read about it because I didn't want two back-to-back readings which were about not so good energy. But I suppose it wasn't up to me because when I started preparing for the reading about blessings, I just the cards were kind of going crazy and a lot of other things. So, long story short, I'll be doing that maybe in a day or two. But for now, I'll just read what needs to be, what we need to know right now regarding this energy. If you haven't, you know, if if nothing has been off for you, then maybe that's well and good, and maybe you don't need to see this. But I don't know if this finds you. It There's a reason for it. All right. So let's see. And we do have the full moon in, like, from when I am recording this, the full moon is in another 24 hours, or maybe like barely 28 hours or something like that. I'm not very sure, but definitely um, at most 24 to 28 hours, something like that. And it's a Leo new moon, I mean Leo full moon, sorry. So that always brings a lot of drama. Leo moon, Leo full moon is always about drama. So yeah, so that could also be why the energy is a bit crazy. All right. So I actually had to, pause the video midway because my crystals also stumbled down. So the energy is kind of crazy, and we start with this card which says fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So right off the bat, what I'm getting is that we have the Leo full moon, right, on Sunday, or I mean, I'll have to check the exact time. So maybe it's not exactly on Sunday, like depending on the time zone, it can start earlier. So for wherever you are, it might start on Saturday itself. So I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just in a day, or like around 24 hours or maybe 28 hours or something like that. I'm getting that the Leo full moon will be there. So Leo full moon is all about, heightened emotions, passion, all of that. And we also have this card. So the energy is pretty strong. So I'm getting a bit of a caution here that um, if you have some problematic people in your life, um, you need to be a bit careful. They might try to kind of reel you into something like some sort of conflict, or maybe someone can just, someone might also be coming towards you with a lot of energy, and it can lead to a flare up. Like, what I mean is that if this is more like a romance energy, the other one was just in general someone kind of, trying to um, take a jab at you, and you need to be careful with your temper or how you speak or handle them. But the second energy is that there might be someone coming in with related to love, because we have quite a few love related cards here. So if there's someone like that coming in hot, okay, so uh, they might have a lot to say, but and even if, you know, even if it's justified for you to kind of go at it as well, just try to keep a cool head, right? Because things might just unnecessarily spiral. But if you kind of keep it in check, like don't fly off the handle, then it's going to be good, because we do get that. And I arranged it the way I was being called to arrange it. So because whatever is coming here, coming through the energy, it's going to lead to a new experience. So it's going to, and there's literally the, here the card, someone is in, sort of stepping onto something, right? Right. So they're kind of stepping, onto something. So you're literally going to be stepping into a new phase of your life. And I had already channeled it that, I had also done a activation in January with the 1111 portal, and I had channeled, and also it came through in the cards later on, that the manifestations will start, showing up in our 3D reality around spring. So what I recently channeled is that you don't even have to, like it, the energy is definitely going to pick up, like January. If it has felt a little off for you, like it wasn't, because there's a reason why, right? So 2026 energy is quite, um, it's a very fast-paced energy, but January wasn't like that. For maybe on a personal scale, I mean, globally we have already seen it play out, a lot of things, but on a personal level it may not have happened, because what happens is January as such is still winter, quite in the thick of winter, and winter isn't where the energy is that prominent when we, even if we are moving into the new year, right? And astrologically, and if you see the wheel of time, like I'm not talking about the series, like what am I saying? Yeah, why did I say wheel of time? I meant wheel, like the pagan wheel. So year, wheel of the year. So the year kind of transitions, and it's literally, most of the cultures around the world follow that. It's like spring is kind of, when the new year coincides for them. So, yeah, spring is where the energy sort of, finally, the new year energy anchors in. But also after January, you'll get the Chinese new, not Chinese, just it's a Lunar New Year, because it's celebrated by a lot of people, not just the Chinese. The Lunar New Year, I think it's around 29th or 30th, something like that. It's almost always during the end of January, last few days of January. So if I'm not wrong, though I'm not very sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's, during the end of January. So now the fire horse energy is going to also come in. So 2026 energy is the year number one. The fire horse energy is now going to come in, because towards the beginning of January we didn't have that energy. We were still in the year of the snake energy, right? So now finally it was like that shedding of the old skin, that sort of energy, right? There was a lot of things falling away, even on a global scale, because that's what you need, disruption for new things to come in. And also in your personal life, things may not have been very upbeat, because we are preparing. And in February the energy is going to pick up, and finally in, March, when with the equinox, we will see the first manifestations sort of coming in regards to change, forward movement, manifestations, all of that. And also Mars's eclipse season. We have the first eclipse in March, and then I think later on again, 6 months from that. Yeah. So eclipses will obviously bring in changes. So that's about it. You will be stepping into something new. So this, whatever is coming through hot right now, I'm guessing it's going to be this weekend, because this was an urgent reading again. I had planned on doing a different reading, but I was called to do this reading. And I'm this energy strongly speaks of that, Leo full moon energy. So I'm guessing something's going to kind of come in with the Leo full moon. One is something that you need to kind of tiptoe around and keep a cool head, and the other one could be just something that is very that yeah, again, strong emotions. One is related to it says passionate love or hate, right? So there could be someone coming in and trying to stir things up with you in a negative way. So that would be like, genuinely it can stir up a lot of negative emotions, because they're literally going to just antagonize you. So keep a cool head there. And then there's something that's going to be very you know that makes you very happy, passionate love. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, but I am getting a lot of romantic love things. But definitely something that makes you very happy, because Leo season is fifth house energy, right? It's not Leo season, it's Aquarius season, but Leo full moon. Yeah, I'm speaking very fast all of a sudden. That is normal for me, but generally when I'm channeling, I generally talk very slow. So it's the energy for some reason. Yeah. Uh, so Leo full moon, right? And Leo is a fifth house energy, and fifth house energy is also creativity, something that sparks creativity, something that makes you very happy, youthful, joyful, that sort of thing. All right. So it can, obviously romantic love is coming through, but also something that makes you very happy, that is creative, has a creative spark to it, all of that. And then there's a dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you, that is paired with marriage. So there's someone at a distance who is kind of, I mean, marriage card is quite literally what it says, and it doesn't even have any words here. So it's self-explanatory. But marriage can, even though it is, these cards are quite literal, marriage can talk about working with someone. It can be a partnership. It can be, if you are not looking for love, and if it doesn't apply to you in terms of love, that's what it would be in that case. It's like getting into a contract with someone, but this would be a good contract. This would be a happy partnership, because it's with someone who is a friend to you. All right. And of course, for others where love does you know resonate, then yeah, someone is thinking of you romantically, someone you think of romantically is interested, and there's marriage on the cards, uh, literally and figuratively. Yeah. And then this crown, honor and respect will come to you. So again, I don't need to explain much, but it's also quite synchronous, because Leo season, right? Leo wears the crown, right? So Leo full moon is bringing some sort of honor and respect to you. And goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So again, this is going to be a time of increase in wealth or spiritual growth. So either you're going to grow spiritually, or there's going to be material wealth coming in. Either which way, there's going to be some sort of honor and recognition that is going to come to you. Overall, it's pretty good, because you're stepping into something new. All of this, just one bit that you need to be a bit aware of, someone who might be interested in stirring up drama in a negative way. And bottom of the deck energy is you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, and goals. Literally, what I've been talking about with the January energy, right? So things have been slow, things have been a little offbeat, not feeling it. The 2026 energy wasn't really. At least when just in the first 1 or 2 days the energy did kind of feel like 2026, but then um, it kind of dissipated. That's just because there's always push and pull between old paradigms and new paradigms. It takes time for it to completely anchor in. So anyways, if you're feeling like things are just kind of lackluster, it's all going to change. It's coming in quite hot, so be prepared. That's why I was called to do this. Is I think maybe this will help you kind of be in a good place to receive both good news and whatever drama someone is trying to start up. So here there's a mature woman, community, privileged lady, concern, change, mature man. So let me tune into this here a bit. Okay, so I am getting privileged lady is for someone I'm reading for. So you don't have to be a woman or a feminine, someone who is in a feminine energy. If you are a masculine, it's just there is no privileged man card here. There is a wealthy man card, but if you are a masculine, then maybe this is a feminine in your life. And if you are the feminine, then you are the privileged lady. And there's something associated with a mature man that is important. I will get a little bit of clarity here. And with the mature woman, this concern, I'm getting that someone who is mature, a mature woman in your life, there is some sort of concern here, either regarding them or they will do something that is concerning, and as in they will kind of create problems for you, which is what this picked up over here with the fire thing. Strong emotions, someone trying to stir up drama. So I will also clarify this. And the community and the change is like there's going to be a change in your community, which means that the people around you are going to change. So we already have this marriage thing. So obviously if there is a marriage for you, if it's romantically, as in a literal marriage, then also your community is going to change. And if it's not a literal marriage, like I said, for those it doesn't resonate in terms of love. If you are getting into a business partnership with someone, like I mentioned, the marriage card can mean that as well. And this person, the person you get into partnership with is going to be a friendly person, then that's also going to bring a sense of community. It's going to be very like I said, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be very fruitful. There will be a friendly presence in your life. So that's going to bring in a community into your life, like this partnership. Even if it's like professional, or if it's a business, whatever it is, it's going to, there's change literally, and it's going to change the community you hang out with. It's going to bring in community, and the community card is literally people who are your well wishers, who are your friends, who you hang out with, and also your soul tribe. Okay, so literally you're changing the community and the people around you, and you're going to call in your soul tribe, or you're literally going to be around your soul tribe physically, right? Because a lot of us, even if you're in contact with your soul tribe, or people who are part of your soul family, your tribe, they might be at a distance. It's often the way also. That's how each people are, we're scattered to anchor in the light in different areas, but there's going to be more connectivity between you now. All right. And bottom of the deck is expectation. So yeah, if you can feel the energy a little bit, it's been off, but you're also sensing something, that's exactly what it is. You're expecting something to change, you're expecting, you're waiting on your manifestations, all of that. This is its expectation card is that. It also is talks about pregnancy, but uh, this is the prevalent energy. So if you are pregnant right now, whoever's watching, then that's something. But for others, it's just you're expecting something, whether it's a new job, it's a promotion, change of location, moving house, new relationship, whatever it is, there's something, or just manifestations. There's something you're waiting on, and that's just showing up here. So I will. So if you're waiting on something, there's going to be good news coming in with the privileged lady. So if you are the feminine, then good news is coming in, and as in you will come into some abundance, and it will involve a mature man. And if you are masculine, um, in that case, I'll have to see. I'll just clarify both of these, and I'll see what comes through. All right. Um, okay, so for the mature woman, what I'm getting is that I pulled three cards. I was intending to pull just one card, but I was called to pull three cards. So we got the thinking woman, storm warning, reversed, and victory. So this is the woman who, this mature woman is the one who is trying to, stir up trouble for you. But you don't have to worry. The thinking woman is someone who is very strategic. When it's upright, it's actually good, because this is someone who learns, who strategizes, and all of that. But even though it's upright, I'm getting that it's just talking about someone who is kind of, you know, strategizing and very calculating, manipulative as well. Even though it is upright, usually it would have been reversed for me to read it like that, but energy is energy, and this is what I'm getting, especially since it is followed by the storm warning reversed. So this is exactly what this person is intending, right? They wanted to start up trouble for you, create some sort of drama and all, but they are not going to be you know they are not going to be successful, and ultimately you will be victorious. And as in, they won't be successful in stirring up drama or creating problems for you or any other blockages, and you will be victory. So chances are someone's trying to block your manifestations, whatever it is, whatever you're working towards, whether it's money, then it's money, whether it's just abundance in general, whether it's love. There's someone who is trying to block that for you, but they won't be able to block it. You will still be victorious. This is a very good card, and the bottom of the deck energy is a man holding a coin. So this is definitely money related, or okay, so when I said money related, so yeah, but actually what I meant to say was that it is love related. But when I, for some of you, not for all, but since I did say money related, so that is also for, that is also applicable. Now, if you're masculine, then this is you, man holding a coin, and someone is trying to, a feminine energy who is a mature woman in your life. So, ideally, someone older than you, either your mother or aunt, or even it could be even a boss, it could be um, even maybe your partner or whatever, if they are older to you, just someone who is older and a mature woman. And they are definitely a strategic person, controlling even, and they might try to kind of create problems and block your abundance, victory, manifestation, whatever it is. They're just trying to block you from having something good, whatever it is. Up, take it as it resonates or applies, whatever, because you'll know what is specific to your situation, right? And for others, if you're a feminine, what I'm seeing that yes, they are again trying to kind of block your manifestations. And for those that the manifestation involves a relationship, they're definitely trying to, block that relationship, right? Because we have seen that there's a relationship coming in, that's going to be very, that's going to change things for you, right? In all areas of your life. So that was coming through in these tea leaf cards. So there's a mature woman who is, again, so if you're a feminine, is the same thing, someone older than you. I have already explained, and this also came through in the last reading, that there was this mature woman who was kind of, actually it wasn't the mature woman card, it was the empress card, right? Empress reversed. So it's the same energy. The empress is the mother, the wife, and it is just the archetypes, right? So it can be just an older woman, it could be your wife, it could be your aunt, it could be your mother, it could be a sister, all of that. So if you're a feminine, the same thing, someone older to you, or a mature woman, whether some, it don't, they don't even have to be very much mature. It can be just someone just slightly older to you, even an older sister. If you respect them enough, if they have enough sway over you, then they, it could be applicable. I highly recommend watching the last reading if this resonates. But yeah, there's someone trying to stir up drama for you, block your manifestations, and block a relationship that is going to be very abundant and fruitful for you in every way, not just in terms of romance and love, but also in other areas of your life. It's going to bring an abundance in every way, and they're trying to block that for you. And yeah, that's about it. So let me look at this privileged lady and mature man thing. Okay, this is so this is amazing. The synchronicity. All right. So, like I mentioned, that if the person who is watching this, if you're a feminine, you're going to come into some sort of abundance. And I was clarifying with this mature man thing, and because it was, paired with the mature man. And let's see, just hold on. Let me see. The cards that came through is financial constraints reversed, door to spirit reversed, and sixth chakra archangel Metatron, and a woman holding a coin is in the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck would be the predominant energy. So this is again, the woman holding a coin is the counterpart of the man holding a coin, which kind of was the bottom of the deck energy for this mature woman, paired with concern card and the clarifications for that, right? So yeah, you're coming into abundance, and for those of you where love is coming in, a partnership, a romantic partnership is coming in, you are coming into abundance. Your partner is coming, both the masculine and the feminine is coming into abundance, right? And someone is trying to block that, either on both sides, or in one of your camps. So this is very much tied to the last reading, so do watch that. But there isn't much concern, because yeah, there is victory, but like I said, they are going to try to cause drama right now. And here a little bit of more concern is coming in. Even the financial constraints is reversed. So yeah, if you have been struggling financially, like I said, you're coming into abundance. This is also the card, it is upright, so you are coming into abundance, that is fine. But we have this door to spirit reversed, and the sixth chakra archangel Metatron upright. Now the sixth chakra is your third eye chakra, right? Now since the door to spirit is reversed and sixth chakra is upright, what is coming through is that when you see, since the door to spirit is reversed, that means you're not seeing something which was very clearly something I channeled, or rather, what came through in the reading, last reading, is that you're not seeing someone who is, in that Empress reverse energy and was trying to kind of block your manifestations, and especially when it's related to a relationship. All right, someone was trying to block your relationship, and that was a feminine energy. That it was Empress reverse energy. So you may not have seen it. You were kind of like door to spirit reverse, which is like you're not seeing the truth. But since the sixth, this is the sixth chakra, that is your third eye chakra, is now upright, as in you're seeing the truth. The third eye chakra is all about seeing the truth. You are actually going to see the truth. If you haven't already, you are going to see the truth with this drama this person stirs up, most likely this weekend, because that's what I'm getting very strongly. So which is why this reading was also kind of urgent. No need to worry, victory is here, abundance is here. Your privileged lady card was upright, even though we do read those upright, and this uh, woman holding a coin is upright. So no one's going to block it. No one's going to block your manifestation, as long as you kind of keep your um, head cool when they try to stir up drama, and also see the truth that this person is actually not doing it deliberately. Do ensure that your third eye is open. You don't just write it off once they stir up drama with just I don't know, like moody behavior or just a mistake. No, they literally chose to stir up that drama, to block you. So, because this is coming through strongly, right? Door to spirit is reversed. Door to spirit reversed is where your connection to spirit is not is blocked. So you are not seeing the truth about someone. So once you see it, your privilege, your abundance is going to come through, and it is related to a mature man. So for some of you, it could also be a man who might be a bit of a problematic figure as well. So in the earlier reading, I had seen there was a woman, like the Empress reverse was a problem. But since I was clarifying this row, privileged lady followed with a mature man, and this financial constraints reversed. So that's a good thing, because financial constraints are being reversed, and you're coming into your abundance. But your door to spirit was also reversed, and your third eye chakra. So this might also be that some one who is in a mature man energy is kind of going to be a problem for you. All right. So I'm seeing a mature woman is a problem, and for some of you a mature man is going to be a problem. So again, since when I did clarify this row, that is the mature woman and the concern, the clarifying cards and the bottom of the deck energy was a man holding a coin, and on this row it is a woman holding a coin. So what I'm seeing is that for some of you, so it's not going to be the same for everyone. So please, please, please use your discernment and your intuition, because it is very clearly coming through that you need to listen to your intuition. But there is a possibility that for the masculine, where there is a relationship is coming, there's a relationship that's going to manifest soon. What I'm seeing is that the masculine has a feminine energy that is trying to block the connection, and the feminine has a masculine energy, like a older man who is trying to block the connection, right? And it doesn't even always have to be yeah. So I was trying to say something and then I stopped myself. So let me just, maybe for some of you it is important. So the older man, it could again, like since we don't have not, I have not pulled any tarot here, and for the mature woman I associated with the last reading because that energy was coming through strongly. With the Empress reverse, that's why I mentioned mother, sister, wife, all of that. But for here, in this row, this mature man is obviously someone who is older than you, or someone who has some sort of power over you. All right, so what do I mean by that? If it's not someone older than you, if it's not a father figure, if it's not or even a husband, then in case you're getting out of a relationship to go towards a new relationship that is more um, abundant and fated, if that is not the case, then this mature man is somewhat, it could be a toxic boss also for some of you, because at the end of the day, relationship thing was coming through strongly. But now let's talk about people who are not where a relationship is not relevant. So here someone was blocking your abundance, just in general. A feminine energy was blocking your abundance, especially if you're a masculine. And if you're a feminine, there's a masculine who's trying to block your abundance. For some of you, that could be that they're trying to block the relationship, or for those of you where the relationship absolutely does not resonate, relationship part, then someone's just a masculine is trying to block your abundance in some or the other way, whether it's a job, whether it's business, whether it's anything else. I don't know, but there's someone who might be blocking that for you, right? So it could just be your boss blocking a promotion for you, right? Because the promotion would lead to more money, which would make you the privileged lady. But this older man, if that's your boss, then them blocking it would quite literally be what is the case. For others of you, it could just be someone who might have you might have a professional contract, right? Some sort of maybe a business partnership, and there's a contract, and they might try to make it hard for you to get out of it, but you just need but they're going to be covert about it because you're not seeing it, but you need to see that. That's what is going to come through. You are going to finally see the truth of this person, and it's going to bring in the abundance. And let me see if I'm getting anything else, because yeah, there's quite a few possibilities and scenarios that were coming through. Okay, for some of you, the mature man need not be a negative influence, as in someone not trying to block you. Um, it could just be that someone who is helping you, um, because that's a secondary message I'm getting, that for some of you it could actually be someone who helps you get out of you know financial constraints, helps you get out of this sort of energy where you feel disconnected from your higher self, and of course your spiritual team. So that is there. So maybe if you're feeling discontent, because we did get here that a feeling of lack, feeling of discontent, things are just not how it should be. So that is kind of like that, general feeling of discontent, and you're kind of disconnected from your higher self as well. So in that case, this mature man could be someone who helps you get out of it, and you're finally more in tune with your higher self, right? In that case, but I'm not getting that there's anything romantic here for those of you where the mature man is actually helping you. I don't sense anything romantic, so it could just be someone helping you out, just someone who is in a good energy. But for some of you, it's not. There's also, like I already mentioned, I already covered that some of you, this is someone who is kind of blocking you. Okay. All right. It took me some time to tune into the tarot because I had actually not intended to pull so many tarot cards because I mean that's too much, and likewise I'm getting too many different scenarios here. So I'll just go one by one. Um, all right. Um, We have this Six of Swords with the Star reversed, then the Queen of Swords upright with the Page of Wands reversed, um, the King of Cups reversed with the Nine of Swords upright, and this the Three of Wands reversed with the Lovers upright. Then we have the Seven of Wands reversed with the Knight of Wands reversed, and then we have the Ten of Swords reversed with the Eight of Swords upright. I'll start with the first scenario, which is coming through the most strongly. Okay, you're moving on from something that has been very toxic, that has required a lot of healing, and even then, it's it basically something that has hurt you a lot and requires you to heal from. So you're moving on from that, and also a situation where your light could not shine through. So you're leaving something that is toxic, where your light was being dimmed, or you had to dim your light. You're moving on from that, all right? And you're moving on from say not being able to feel that spark, the Page of Wands reversed with the Queen of Swords upright, where you had been sort of stuck. You could not follow up or follow through with your dreams, your goals, your ambition, your creative spark. You're now finally moving on, and you're getting justice with the Queen of Swords. Even though justice card is not on the board, I'm getting the strong justice energy from this card, because see the way she's standing. Let me just hold it up. She's kind of like a very commanding she has this commanding energy, right? Like, I have arrived, that sort of thing. She's standing like as if she's victorious. It's not, I know that it's not exactly associated with the Queen of Swords energy, but the Queen of Swords energy, when it's upright, it's actually a very good energy, because she's very strong. The Queen of Swords energy, the Queen of Swords is someone who's very strong. She's very intuitive, even though it's a swords card, but the swords are actually associated with intuition and connection to spirit. Even though water is actually related to emotion, and of course intuition as well, but the Queen of Swords is just extremely intuitive, all right? And she also sees through the nonsense, and it's also associated not just with the throat chakra, but also the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, because air as an element is closest to spirit, right? Ether. It helps you channel the messages from the higher realms, all right? So here, as such, Queen of Swords is associated with someone who is very clear headed, someone who sees the truth in all situations, all right? And of course that means that she also sees the spiritual truth. But here it's not just that. Here the way she's standing, it's like she is kind of like uh, the energy what I'm getting is that victory, okay? Like, she's commanding. This sword is really long, it's almost like a staff, right? And she's standing as if she's commanding, and there's a sphinx behind her. And sphinxes are very tricky creatures, right? Mythical, yes, but of course they're very tricky creatures. And here she's also kind of getting that strength sort of energy, right? Because sphinxes are very tricky, and also um, part of them are a lion, right? So this is, I'm channeling because I've never read the card like this, but that's what I'm getting, that your strength and your not only are you moving on, you're getting justice, you're getting victory. All right. So we already saw that this victory came through here, not just in here, but even the tea leaves. I'll have to rearrange the cards, so I'm not just picking up, but that came through twice. So yeah, you're going to be standing in your power. All right. And wherever you are blocked, because the with the knight of page of wands reversed, wherever you are blocked creatively or passionately, like as in whatever makes you happy, whatever lights that flame in your soul, where that was blocked, where you could not move towards it, now you will be able to move towards it, and you'll be standing in your power, in your light, in and you'll be victorious. You are moving on from something that makes you very unhappy, emotionally unfulfilled, and caused a lot of anxiety, with the king of cups reversed and the nine of swords upright. There's a secondary message, but I'll just hold on a second. I'll show you the card. All right. All right. Yeah, it actually ties into whatever I was going to talk about. So I was going to say that not only what are you moving on from something that was making you very unhappy and unfulfilled emotionally, but you're also moving on from someone who is very toxic, like emotionally abusive, emotionally manipulative. You're moving on from that energy. So it's could be a masculine, of course, because it's a king of cups reversed, but it could also be a feminine, because at the end of the day it's some energy. So a woman could also be in the king of cups reversed energy. It's about someone who is extremely emotionally manipulative, right? So it's basically someone who would love bomb you and then gaslight you, love bomb you and then breadcrumb you, that sort of energy, right? To keep you stuck, right? So that sort of thing. And it's not just and romantically, love bombing can be done by people in other ways as well, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's friendship. People can just it's basically the same concept, right? You just say things that someone would want to hear, that is enduring. You fake empathy, you fake compassion, you fake um, affection for someone or concern for them, and you keep them, you kind of like reel them in with those fake words and emotions and whatever you try to um, portray. And then once they are reeled back in, you then breadcrumb them. You kind of like then string them along. That's the energy with the king of cups reversed. It's a very controlling, but emotionally most it's very it's like then they control you emotionally, they manipulate you emotionally more than anything else, which is even worse, right? Because people that's the one which is hardest to prove, that's a one that's very subtle. And also another thing that's coming through this, see, here's this, not just one person, there's so many people here, and they're all kind of looking at whoever's reading the card, right? So yeah, again the toxic family, toxic community thing is coming through, which came through in the last reading very strongly. So you might be moving away from a very emotionally manipulative family unit itself, okay? Because it's not just one person here, here's multiple people, and all of them look very like some of them are outright, like looking at you judgment in a judgmental way, or very scheming sort of look on them, on their faces, but all of them are together, and none of them have anything decent in their, even those do not who do not have a scheming um, look or expression, even then it's not anything positive. I'll try to show it just so you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, so you're not only leaving something that makes doesn't make you happy, but you're leaving someone who is emotionally manipulative, or maybe a group of people that are emotionally manipulative and caused a lot of sleeplessness and anxiety. All right. And Yeah, a relationship, higher level soulmate or a twin flame relationship is finally coming through, something that was delayed with the Three of Swords, Three of Wands reversed. So the Three of Wands is your ships coming in, right? But Three of Wands reversed is basically it took a long time. It was delayed. The ships were not coming in. Finally, it is coming in now, though, if it was delayed. And look at this. I'll just hold it upright. Yeah, I hope. Let me try and focus it. All right. So you see, there's a whirlpool here. All right. There's a stormy sea, and there's a whirlpool, and someone's holding up a lamp to guide the other ship over there, to safe harbor. So yeah, it's been a struggle for this relationship to come through. All right, for this union to materialize, but it's happening. All right, it's happening. And what I'm getting is that with the Seven of Wands reversed and the King of the Knight of, okay, this is the King of Wands, not the Knight of Wands. I think I had said King of Wands. All right. So there are two messages here. First is that where you had to you had struggled to have the upper ground, because the Seven of Wands is having the upper ground. You are fighting against people and you're trying to have the upper ground. You're trying to kind of create a boundary around you and keep others away, as in from attacking you. So where you struggled very hard to create a boundary to keep people from attacking you, from and you had to fight people off. Literally, that's what the Seven of Wands is. You're fighting people off, but you have the upper ground if it's upright. But when it's reversed, that means you were fighting, but you could not, you struggled to keep the upper ground. And the King of Wands reversed, yeah, that took a toll on you. That took a toll on your um, vitality, on your success, on your manifestations, on your confidence, of course, because the King of Wands is the Wands energy is related to your passion, to your confidence, to your inner spark, right? So when the King of Wands is reversed, that means this conflict, these people who were kind of like manipulative, who were pulling you back, who were dimming your light, who you are moving on from, who caused you anxiety, all of this, the struggle where you had to kind of fight, and you struggle to have the upper ground. It had chipped at your confidence and also your inner spark, because we saw that the door to spirit was reversed, right? So yeah, when you are in that energy, in the thick of it for a long enough time, it can also block your intuition, right? It's understandable. There's no judgment. It would happen to most people, because when you go through so much struggle, it is going to affect you in every way possible. And that, most importantly, it affected your confidence and also inner spark, like your creativity, like let me go for this, going after your dreams or passions, things like that. It kind of takes all of that away from you, and that is exactly what had happened. But you're moving on from that, and Of course, with the Ten of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords upright. So yeah, where you had thought that you would never kind of get away from all of this struggle, you thought that this, you were stuck, and this agony, the Ten of Swords is the ultimate agony, right? It's like nothing can be more brutal, and you thought you would be stuck there forever in that endless loop of trauma, endless loop of struggle, endless loop of pain. You are going to move on from that. Let me just look at this Ten of Swords. There's something there. I'm being called to look at it. Um, Yeah, so unlike other Ten of Swords cards where someone is just kind of, bloodied and lying on the ground with 10 swords on their back, which is the traditional one, and even the other ones, they do show a person. Here, there is a person, but none of the swords are, in their body, and they're kind of like creeping out of the chimney. So yeah, you're actually kind of, sneaking away from this pain and suffering. You are sneaking away from it, all right? Um, yeah, but then this actually, this is quite makes sense. It was paired with the Eight of Swords, right? And the Eight of Swords has both in the traditional Rider Waite and even in this one, the Eight of Swords card. They it is the person is surrounded by swords, right? And here in the Ten of Swords, unlike the traditional one where someone is, stabbed with 10 swords, here they are not stabbed with any of the swords, but the swords are all around them, right? Blocking this window, blocking this window. So literally it is like you are being blocked from moving on or moving forward, but you are sneaking away. See, there's some, this person is sneaking out the chimney. So but there are swords around the window, right? So that you cannot leave. So yeah, you were being blocked repeatedly, but you're finding a way. So that's great. And bottom of the deck energy is the Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, the same thing which we already saw here, that this kind of, took away your confidence, your spark, inner spark. All of that was kind of took a hit, and that's where you might even be sitting right now. But if you are in that energy right now, because the bottom of the deck energy is the prevalent energy, right? It might be tough right now, but don't worry, things are changing soon enough. It's going to happen. Let me see if there's anything else. So, again, for those of you, if this is not related to a romance, um, you might be leaving a toxic job or a toxic community of people, uh, even a family. The same thing, all of it stays the same. With this lovers thing, you might be just making a choice. Okay, the lovers is also about a choice, so you're making a choice to move away from all of this. And the lovers is actually, uh, of course, one of the most predominant energies is relationship related, but the lovers is our connection to spirit, all right? And it's also related to manifestation, okay? Because the lovers is about attraction. It also is related to attraction. So that would be like you attracting your abundance, all right? That is also there. So for those of you where a relationship does not is not applicable, a romantic relationship is not applicable, again, we already did, I did mention that it could be a partnership, business partnership. So again, that could also definitely be indicated by a lover's card. It will be a harmonious business partnership, or like, okay, a collaboration, a very happy collaboration, all right? And you might be moving towards good partnership, or even a job. It can be a contract, because the lovers also indicates a contract. So you might just leave a bad job and move towards job which makes you happy. mm, the people there are good, the contract is good, the money is good, all of that. And of course it can also involve your manifestations, because the lovers is also related to attraction. So you're attracting good things in your life. All right, so that is there. um, Let me see. And of course everything else stays the same, that you're moving on from something toxic, that where your light was being dimmed, where you were not being you could not shine, your where you were not seeing the spark, if this is related to work or something else in general, just not related to love. So where your spark was missing, you're coming into your power, you're being victorious, you're standing in your power. um, you're shining your light, you're leaving something that does not fulfill you. And it could even involve one or multiple toxic people, which caused you a lot of um, anxiety. And in case where it is not someone toxic, or people who are toxic, then it's just something that did not fulfill you at all right, just emotionally unfulfilled. So maybe you were trying to move on for a long time, with the three of wands reversed, but finally it's going to happen. And yeah, it might have been a struggle with the seven of wands reversed and the king of wands reversed. It was definitely a struggle, and it took a hit on you, on your confidence, on your vitality, of course, because the king of wands, the wands is related to your vitality as well. So yeah, it could have affected your health as well, but also definitely your courage, your ambition, your inner spark, motivation, and also confidence. So those were kind of took a hit. This situation, whatever you are leaving behind, whatever dimmed your light, whatever was not fulfilling, it took a hit on you, on your confidence and all of that. But you're moving on from all of that, and there's a little bit of strategy involved, because I'm seeing that even if it is not romantic, there were people, because we have seen that there's someone trying to block your abundance, even if it's not a relationship, even just your abundance. Because for some the abundance includes relationships, for others it just is um, regular stuff, whether it's money, whether it's a career change, whether it's a change in job location, country, studies, whatever it is for you, someone was trying to block it. So obviously if someone tries to block your abundance, they would definitely be toxic. And of course we are seeing the cards here as well. So that's fine, I think. We have covered everything. So the reason this was urgent is the bottom of the deck energy is this, right? Ace of wands reversed, which very much goes with this barrel card, which means which was about kind of feeling unfulfilled. The same thing with the ace of wands reversed, feeling um, like you're missing the spark. And the expectation card is the same thing, you're expecting or you're waiting on something, right? And this is for you to know that it's going to change, and pretty soon. I'm seeing that you can expect things to kind of pick up with the Leo full moon. Of course full moon energy lasts three I mean it's 3 days before and 3 days after. Of course someone might be trying to stir up trouble for you with the full during the full moon, just before or after as well. But whether it's this weekend itself or a few days following it, you're definitely, things are going to change. All right, so if things are tough right now, don't worry, it's going to change. Things are changing. Let me just pull one more card, because I think everything else is covered here. Let me just pull one card. Okay, this is amazing. Um, it says full moon in Aquarius. Show the world your real you. So, this is, even though it's a full moon in Leo that is coming up in the next 24 hours, or slightly longer. I'll have to check the exact timings. But yeah, the season is Aquarius season, right? We are in the Aquarius season, and it says, show the world your real you. And let me see the bottom of the deck energy. Um, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Um, let me see. So, even though it says this, what came to my mind immediately when I saw this card was like, it's time to meet someone halfway. So, that's something I'm getting. Um, Okay, and then there's something else coming in which is tied to this. All right. So it's time to give rather than take. Where you are supposed to give is that give the world the real you. All right. Because we have seen the star reversed, right? The star is the Aquarius card, okay? It's associated with Aquarius. So the star, when it's upright, it's you, like you're shining bright and you're shining your light to the world. It's also associated with healing, yes, and wish fulfillment, but it's also all about, bringing, bridging the gap with the ethers and the earth, because in the traditional tarot, what you'll see is that she is pouring in the water, and she's uninhibited because she's naked, and she also has sort of like, in some it also shows that one hand is like drawing in the light, and the other one, I think it's only in one card, but I'm somehow seeing that it's from a specific deck where it shows that you're drawing in the light from the ethers or from the universe, whatever, and then from the other hand you're pouring it out into the earth. So that is literally what light workers do. Empaths, light workers, star seeds, earth angels, uh, and even others. I'm not trying to say that if you're not that, it's not important. Anyone who is on a spiritual journey, you are raising your consciousness, and when you do that, you anchor in that light into the earth, right? When we all anchor, when we grow spiritually, we anchor in that light onto the earth and to the collective, right? So that is exactly what is coming through, that show the world your real you. And maybe um, a side message that if you are a light worker or a star seed or an earth angel, if you're an empath, if you are someone who kind of like not not just involved in it for your own personal spiritual growth, but your soul journey involves giving to the collective, right? Because for not it's not for everyone, and that's absolutely okay. Everyone has a specific soul journey, but if your soul journey involves you contributing to the collective in one way or the other, it's time for you to show your brilliance to the world, all right? So yeah, it's time for your light to shine, because here's the Queen of Swords upright, right? What I got is that she is shining her light. I literally mentioned that. So yeah, show the world the real you. And from this card, I'm getting more like it's time to give rather than take. What I am getting is that it's time for you to give yourself to the world. It's time for the world to see the real you. Give your light to the world, show your light to the world, all right? So I that's exactly what's mostly what I'm getting. And I also got a little bit like meeting someone halfway. I mentioned that, I don't know why. So maybe in terms of relationship, maybe you need to meet someone halfway, because I had channeled two different messages with the fire card. One was someone trying to stir up drama, and the other was someone coming in hot, and there might be a bit of flared emotions. So even if it was justified, don't fly off the handle. That's literally what I had said. So yeah, if they are coming in hot, and even if they are a little bit um, maybe acting entitled, um, not only just take a step back, but maybe allow them the room to vent, and then have your say your whatever you have to say your side of the story. That's fine, but instead of flying off the handle, even if it's not very justified for you to give them the time and space to vent, allow them that. All right, that's what I'm getting here. I think we have it's a long reading. Everything's pretty much come through. I'll leave it here.